you tell me, do you have time to study? For example, can you allocate 10 years of your life just for education? Do you have or at least 5 years for education? I believe it's very hard to answer this question. To be wealthy and rich is the purpose of many, but no one wants to pay 5 or 10 years of his or her life for that. And this is why self-education is the way out. Let us read the books and attend different trainings of University of Life, and thus we will not need to waste 5 or 10 years of our life. By reading the book, you can make history. And if you don't get self-educated, there will be someone who will influence your life and will lead you in life, not you yourself. And you know, while sitting on the pews here, you are not just an attendee of a certain conference. You are the one who will be able to transform your life and many other lives. You can also become a student of the University of Life project. University of Life offers nourishing life. It will teach you to live creatively and in an interesting way. So, and to know how it will be, let us invite Roman Ponomarenko. Give a round of applause. Let us play. Roman Ponomarenko is a creator of intellectual games and a trainer of family relationships, creative thinker. He is married, has 2 children. He lives playing games. He can find any solution through games and can find any decision. Let us play. Let us stand up. Okay, let me suggest playing one very interesting game. This game is for attention. The person who will fulfill my tasks correctly is a good girl or good boy. So let us stand up now and let us play such a game. So you have 3 attempts. Just repeat after me. And repeating after me, you should learn something new. So you have 3 attempts. Repeat after me and show such movements. The opportunities are there. The opportunities are here. I see opportunities all over around. Everywhere around. There is another attempt for you. Now, just imagine that you are the person who sees opportunities all around you. So this is the second attempt. The opportunities are there. The opportunities are here. I see opportunities. Always and everywhere. And last time, the opportunities are there. The opportunities are here. I see opportunities always and everywhere. So let us now start playing game. Now I will now start repeating the same words but showing different movements, and the one who will repeat the same movements with the same words is a good boy or good girl. The opportunities are there. So I will confuse you with my movements. You should repeat those movements which were before. So the opportunities are there. Opportunities are here. I see opportunities. Always and everywhere. Who has not made any mistakes? Raise your hand. So please congratulate yourself with the victory. Tell yourself that you are the person who sees opportunities everywhere. Let us repeat. The opportunities are there. The opportunities are here. I see opportunities. Always and everywhere. Thank you. Roman, I think you look very solid and cannot understand how come you invented such a simple game. What can it give? It gives a good opportunity to spend time, leisure time in a fun way. And during several days, these days, in our cafe, in our social city, I will explain to the foreigners what's going on. Let me explain in English.
Anybody who speaks English here? Just in case you don't fully understand what's going on. Now, in the church here, our goal is to help everybody realize their potentials, discover their gifts, and go into that sphere of life to inherit it, as we say, or to dominate it, or to win it over for God. So, this is an individual who is using games to conquer the world. So what he does, he takes one of the books that I've written and makes games from them, either card games or table games. All of you know Monopoly? You know the game they call Monopoly? Things like that, games like that. So he develops games like that and releases them to the society, and through that brings people to God, and through the values of the kingdom, bring the values of the kingdom of God to the marketplace. So this is the idea here. Someone that is using his gift and his talent, mathematics, to develop gifts, not like Monopoly for the world, but gifts, games that emphasize the values of the kingdom of God, so that you will play it and then come to God in the process. For example, a game could say, if you live honoring others, you are elevated in life. So you are playing, you think you are playing. So the name of the game could be honor, and when you dishonor, you discover that you lose facts, or you fall down, or you go to jail, or something like that. But when you honor, you see that you become president, or you become a director. So that's what games are, and those are the kind of things he's developing. And that's why he tries to use games to teach us, to communicate to us today that through games we can bring the kingdom of God to reach the world. That's the idea.
So you may find Roman through the contacts on the screen. You can also suggest him your ideas on the games. Thank you very much, Roman. So, Roman, thank you very much. There are $200. And the dollars are fake, of course, because it's a game too. Okay, let us continue. The University of Life is all about the books, first and foremost. It is a totality of wisdom and continuous self-education. You may find new ideas or create them. Everything started from the following. There are different phrases which are already worn out, that, you may live your life without mistakes, but it's just delirious. But God's resource is bottomless, because He is wise. He makes the earth fertile and the seed to bear fruits. Under the effect of wisdom, everything changes. And this is all about faith. Faith can conquer many hearts and attract, while another one can be sitting on some poor island all alone with a bowl with a hole in it. Education is the light. Absence of education is darkness. The one who understood this will always be ahead. Helen Nismian, poetess and the director of theater and actress. You know that every child knows that self-education and education is very important. Do you remember this very famous song? They teach us at school, and you know, we used to listen to this song so many times, and our parents used to say, oh, you have to study a lot and a lot. You know, what is school? School is textbooks, and textbooks is what? It is subjects, mathematics, literature, etc. Guys, what are you holding in your hands? They are the books of University of Life. All people know about these books, and you don't? Even children know about these books. Can you imagine? And if children know, how come we cannot know, being adults? These books are creating bridges between a state and a man, between a man and a husband. Let us cut a long story short. Let us answer the questions. So I will be asking you questions, and you should just name the title of the book where the quote was taken, okay? So the first series of the books from University of Life is dedicated to the relationships between parents and children. So, to whom will your child run for advice if he needs? Which book can answer this question? How can you become a friend to your child? This is the book can become an answer. So question number 2, do you want to receive dividends from the owner to your parents? Of course, the answers for these questions you may receive from the book which is called How to Escape the Biggest Regret in Your Life. Question number 3, how does your attitude to mom and father change your destiny? Yes, this is the book, The Honor is the Way to the Greatness. So, question number 4, when your children were in diapers, they had need in you. And if you find yourself in diapers, how will they behave with you? You know, sometimes when you read the books, you recollect many mistakes of yours and regret about them. So now the books about the relationships between a husband and a wife. So question number 1, divorce. Divorce, is it a sin or not? So which 2 books can help us to solve this question? I think that these are the books. Am I ready to marry a woman, and how to become a good wife? Question number 2. Who is the father? The one who gave birth or the one who brought up? So the answer can be found in the book How to Become a Good Father. I am a man. You know, many women want to get married to become happy, and when they get married, then they ask the question, what happened? I got married, why am I not happy? So which book will help women not to ask these questions? Absolutely right. How to become a good wife and how to marry a man successfully. So question number 4, The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, or that is absolutely wrong path, right? So the answer to this question can be found in the book Hooray, I'm a Woman, the benefits of unmarried women. So, through my experience, I may say that the way to the man's heart is somewhere through the stomach. By the way, we are vegetarians. We eat only raw foods with Helen. So now the series of books dedicated to the personal growth. Why do we need you? So the answer to the question you may find in two books, which is called There is a Man and There is No a Man. I'm a man. Am I a personality? So, the second question, why do you live? So, such a simple question, but not many people know the answer to it. So, and the answer to the question is in two books. The answer to the question can be found in the death. Only, imagining that tomorrow I can die, we can find the answer to this question. Question number 3. Do you have several red diplomas and receive salary of the street janitor? So the book which will help you to deal with this problem is called From Janitor to President. So now the questions are dedicated to the success. You have read another bestseller about the success and still feel yourself a loser. Is this familiar to you? Does this ring a bell? So the books which will help you to deal with this question is called Why Wasn't I Lucky, or Who Are Lucky in Life? And another book is Guide to the Great Life. The foreigners envy the Russian speakers because all the books are available only in Russian. Pastor, there are also multiple books which are only in English, so we may organize an exchange. They translate into Russian, we translate it to English. So next question. Do you dream to become rich? And what for? So the answers to this questions you may find in two books which are called Don't Be a Great Person, and being not a great person is a sin, and not being a successful person is also crime. And these are two books which may help you to understand the answer to this question. So the question number 3 is, you're so good and so right, but why are you still not at the wheel? Why do you not lead your life? So which book should we read then? Why do we not always win in life, and who wins in life? These two books can answer the question.
Next category of books on spiritual growth and development. Why do we continue to be slaves, even though we know that we are kings? And the books where you can get these answers are The Illusion of Employment, Why Chess Players Are Respected. And we think that big people in religion, in history, they always had like their big hats, their amazing garments, but that's not true. Religion was in every home, because if you were at home and you didn't even say thank you for your food, you'd be punished by your parents. Religion plays in every part of a human. So, question number 2. No, the same question. Why do we continue to being slaves even though we are kings? And in order to get the answer for this, you gotta read the book 10 Questions to Stephen Hawking.
А вот следующий вопрос звучит так.
And this is the
Когда
next
же
question.
наконец-то начнется нормальная жизнь?
When does a normal life finally begin?
Начнется та нормальная жизнь, о которой мы
That
мечтаем?
normal life that's so evasive but we always wish for.
Книга
And you can get the answer for this in the book Life Was Yesterday. What am I missing for complete happiness? They will help us find the answer to this question. Have you ever been in a situation where you ask yourself, I don't get what's wrong with me. I don't understand. What's wrong?
Что же со мной не так? Я так сказала? Правильно, конечно, я так сказала. Потому что мы все задаем себе этот вопрос.
Yes, I asked it
Мы же не
because we all ask ourselves
конечно,
the
мы
same
задаем себе
question.
этот вопрос, так какую же нам книгу следует
So,
читать?
what question should we
Что
read?
же со мной не так? И следующая серия книг о государстве.
And the name of the book is What is Wrong with Me? Next category of books is Society.
На кухне. Ну, конечно, это самое стратегическое
So, the question,
место, где
do we
мы
still
обсуждаем
continue to discuss
вопросы
politics in the
государственной
kitchen?
важности.
Because that is the most obvious place where you
Беспокоит состояние
discuss
страны.
about politics. Well, I can argue with you that you can also debate on the bench right in front of your house. Are you worried about the state of your country? Well, you can get answers from this in the book How to Revive a Country and 7 Wonders of Socialism. Next question. What did we lose with the collapse of the Soviet Union? Or what were we deprived of? The book Values which we were deprived of. Question number 3. Should we change our country or should we start with ourselves? Because sometimes it seems like the country is in such a bad state because the prices of things go up, but the salary goes down. So something needs to be changed. The president is wrong, government is not right. So what should I start with? With myself or with the country? But everybody wants to change the country. Everybody wants to change their neighbor. But the key is you have to change yourself. And the name of the book is How to Become a European. And that is a sign of a good society, when you can answer for yourself. But what do the great people say? And the book is just a little tool that helps us to think. It's just a tool that causes us to think. And because everybody has the ability to think. But these books, they help to start the fire in you. That's what Émile Faguet says, a French writer and critic. Reading books is a great opportunity. It has the ability to change your life better than your best friend. So if you still live in luck and success, please get this book and to become your best friend and boss. This was written by a Russian writer. A book has all the answers. You can always turn to it because the answers never change. Said by a French romantic novelist. So if you really want answers, please buy these books. Well, now it's time for the directors of all the spheres of University of Life. Get prepared to see a miracle, because we were so amazed at the amazing work that is done near us. And I'm just glad that I was able to find out about this magical craziness that is happening around us. So, under your round of applause, here they come. And here we are in the world of the University of Life. Our guest today are
которые
people
из книг создают новые
who, from
идеи.
books, create new ideas.
И мы уже этими инструментами
And we use
влияем на
these
весь
instruments to
мир.
influence the whole
Кто-то
world.
эти книги редактирует,
Some of them edit these books,
и там целый коллектив
and there's a
занимается
huge
этим. Кто-то создает
board
из
that
книг
works with this.
игры.
Some
Вы
people
уже
create
это
games
видели.
from this,
На
and you've already
сегодняшний
seen it.
день более десятка игр
And on
могут
this day,
радовать и
we already
учить
have
нас.
over 10
Кто-то
games that will
проводит
help us.
тренинги, и
Some people, they
целая
have
команда
trainings,
тренеров обучает людей
and
в
a whole
разных
team of
странах мира.
trainers
Удивительные
train their
люди.
trainees in
Можно
different
подойти к вам
countries.
поближе?
So could you come
Это
closer to us, you
честь
great
для нас.
people?
А среди них есть те, кто на основании книг создал целый
And
онлайн-проект.
another person
И видеообзор
created a whole online
практически
project
каждой
with videos
книги. Друзья,
on
на
basically
секундочку.
every
Видеообзор
country. Can you
практически
imagine that?
каждой
A video
книги. Мы
review
знаем
on
уже,
basically
сколько
every
написано
book?
книг.
You already know how many books Pastor Sunday has written.
Или, например, проект библиотека в
Or
каждый
maybe
дом.
a
Кто
project
слышал об
of
этом?
library in
Для
every
начала
home. Who has heard
книга,
about that?
а потом почитали и захотели открыть
It's how
библиотеку. И
they
мы
just
знаем
read a
такого
book,
человека.
they really
Мало
enjoyed
того,
it,
этот
wanted
человек
to open a
открывает в
library,
ваших домах
and boom,
библиотеки.
that's
Кто
a
еще пока не
whole
знает, это просто вы не
movement.
столкнулись с этим человеком.
If you don't know about
А
it,
вот
you
смотри,
haven't met this
Елена,
person.
например, как вам личный тренер?
А вот это
But
вообще
how would you
очень
like a
интересно.
personal trainer?
Личный тренер,
Personal
которого не
trainer
нужно кормить,
that you don't need to
который занимает в вашем доме 20 квадратных сантиметров.
Всего
that you
лишь.
don't need to
С ним
feed,
не нужно
and he only
ссориться
takes
или
20 square
мириться.
centimeters in your house.
Он
You
работает
don't
на
need to
вас. Это
fight with him, and it works
ежедневник,
for you.
который
It's a
каждый
daily
день
planner
учит вас,
that
направляя
teaches
по
you
схематичному маршруту.
and
Как вы понимаете, книги
directs your
университета
pathway.
жизни– это матрица,
As you know, the University
долгоиграющий
of Life
процесс. Это то,
is
что
like a
включает,
matrix.
как мы
It's
выяснили,
something that
способность
opens
мыслить.
up your
Ну что ж, друзья,
thinking.
сейчас внимание на
So,
экран.
attention to the screen.
Региональный пастор Волынской
Regional
области.
pastor,
Ой,
интереснейший,
Pastor
увлекательнейший
Natal.
проект.
University
Я
of
не
Life is a
знаю,
great project.
получается у кого-то из вас
I don't know if
когда-нибудь ощущать
any
себя
of you
частью
have
чего-то
ever been able to
большего, чем
experience
ваша жизнь.
being greater
Когда вы
than
понимаете,
your whole
что
life.
в сегодняшнем
When you
дне
understand that
вы
today
влияете или
you
вы
are
оставляете
affecting
след истории.
or you're helping
Вот,
be a
наверное,
part of
этот проект,
history.
он
This project,
учит меня или
it teaches me
показывает, что
or
такое
shows me
быть частью истории.
what it means to be part of history.
Потому что я понимаю, что
Because
все
I
эти программы,
understand
которые
that
снимаются,
all
все эти
these
циклы,
programs
которые
that
мы
are
снимаем,
being filmed,
это те
all these
программы
videos
и
that are
циклы,
being
которые
filmed,
останутся после нас.
they
Нас уже не будет на
they
этой
will
земле,
remain
а
even
все
though we
это
will be
будет.
gone.
Первые циклы программ, как и все первое, оно такое, знаете,
And the first
пробное,
video is just
много
like
переснимали,
experimental,
много
many
работали,
retakes,
потому
lots
что
of
не
works,
получалось,
because it wasn't
наверное,
working out
соединить воедино и видео,
put this
и
all
звук,
together,
и
to put the
картинку,
sound, the
и
video,
сам дизайн
the
комнаты,
design of the
и
room. It was all
саму
very
подачу,
complicated.
и что нужно усовершенствовать. Мы привезли первые пробные варианты показать пастору.
And
Он
we
увидел
showed
это,
Pastor Sunday the
дал
first
корректировки
videos, and
определенные.
he helped, he gave us, he told us what to correct, and then he inspired us greatly. I'm very thankful to my team, the people who have been with me through a lot. And us 10 people, we have just been connected by one goal, and all these people, each and every one with their responsibility, their talent, their love to God, and their sacrifice, it helps this project a lot. I understand that people like God. And it's just a huge happiness to know that you are doing what you're supposed to do. People who haven't experienced this, they'll never understand. Because it's a great feeling when you're doing something that you know you're supposed to do. There's no greater feeling.
may watch on YouTube TV channel, YouTube channel, which you see on the screen. So for you to understand why you are clapping, you know, there are already 1,500 videos on University of Life books. You know, I'm an actress on a TV channel, so I know what it is. And your task was, her task was just to shoot 1,000 videos, because I promised to give a grant of $100,000 to the one who will shoot 1,000 of videos on University of Life books, and she even overdid her job. So therefore, you know, for you to be encouraged and propelled to fulfill this target, so no one can believe that. So no one can believe that such a grant can be given to a person. And this is a problem of our country, that we all dream to receive some money, but no one wants to work. But not in this very case. Pastor Natalie, you are such a role model for all of us. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Have you noticed that all genius things are created at the table with cookies and tea? And of course, there should be the one who took responsibility for a great job. And this is Natalie. She's a regional pastor, president of NGOs, Volyn and Territory of Life. Your applause to her. Let us greet, let us, you know, make an encounter right here on the stage in the middle. And can you discover your secrets? How did you succeed in this? You know, dear pastor, I'm so grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. I bow before you, because without you, I would not succeed. If not for your idea, if not for your encouragement, inspiration, and wow effect, if not your acceptance, I would not be sitting like that, looking through my videos again and again. While she is speaking, can you show her videos on the screen, please? Yeah, therefore, when we received this challenge, this offer, I had this in my heart already. I wanted to shoot videos on University of Life books. And to date, we have worked a year already, and for a year we have created 1,500 videos. You know, Pastor Natalie, don't be offended, but just you are a really hard-working person. You work as hard as a horse, you know. So, you know, can you imagine that each video takes 5-7 minutes? And if she could, or if she had done even one video per day, there had to be only 365 videos only. But she was shooting more than 4 videos every day. You know, I think that she succeeded not only because she is beautiful, but she is industrious person. You know, if she was sitting at home on her sofa, she wouldn't succeed. But you know, you need to lift your bottom and start working. Dear friends, have you ever had such a desire to shoot videos with you as a presenter on different topics? Have you ever had such a dream? Wave your hand if so. Don't be shy. Okay, so I see some people here who really dream to have own videos, but why do you still not have your own videos? Why? Because you did nothing. Therefore, I want to inspire you through her example. We should learn a lesson from her experience. Just take, an advantage and do something. So how many views are there on YouTube? 500,000 of views for a year. It's just for a year. Hallelujah. Because there was only one woman who decided to move on and to do something. Yeah, we have 1,500 followers who subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have only 700 and you outstripped me. Yeah, Pastor, I believe indeed into the hard work. We thought that we will shoot maximum 10 videos, but then we shot 43 for one, say, day. And every day we work over 8 hours every day. Of course, if we count preparation and rehearsals, it will take more hours, of course, but we may start in the very early morning and then finish at, the midnight or after midnight. And can you imagine that I was talking all these hours? Can you speak for 6 hours non-stop? Huh? I believe that you sanctified. I believe that the word sanctified is correct in this context. Think that you sanctified 43 books with your videos, basically. I don't know, honestly. I'm afraid of asking other questions because I have millions of questions. I want to run after you and just ask one question. How did you do this? How? Tell me. Helen, the MC on the stage, she is a professional actress, a TV worker, and she knows what she says. And the level on which you have shot the videos is very high. I put the A grades for you, and we will maybe create a sort of Oscar for you. Looking at your example, I want to do more. Dear Pastor, thank you very much. You are my spiritual father, and you will be always my spiritual father. Thank you very much for your abundant love and for the standards and heights you show. Thank you very much that you allow to be near you. Thank you that I can learn from you. To date, I don't have questions, and for the next year, this year, I have a lot of books to cover with my videos. I think that you started working faster than me. Seems I publish books slower than you shoot your videos. Usually people complain that they don't manage to read the books when another one appears. And Pastor, when I finish shooting the videos, I will come to you for the next task. You spurred me to think what task to create for you because you're successful. Thank you very much. We're proud of you. I will explain for foreigners in English.
Of how people could discover themselves, their gifts and their uniqueness to take the kingdom of God and advance it. What is happening here is that she knows that she has the look and the physique and she has the beauty, but she wants to be able to sell that without corrupting herself. So the idea she came up with is to be doing video clips, with values, with messages that would change lives of people. So she decided to just be doing video, shooting herself. Then she came together with it. She came up with a team, and together with a team, just in 1 year, they have been able to produce 1,500 videos. And that's like 3 videos a day, because a year is only 365. So it's and she's a pastor still, and she's still working. And To be able to do that is just incredible. And they've been able to, in 1 year, influence. Listen, you can't believe it. In 1 year, 500,000 people, 500,000. Just one little lady that decided to act. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Но, пожалуй, у меня появился вопрос.
I've got a
Вот у нас
question
есть
to you
головы,
anyway.
в которых у некоторых есть мысли.
You know,
И если нам
some
приходит какая-то
thoughts
интересная
sprang into our minds, I
мысль,
believe,
как ту
here.
или иную книгу, вот какой-то сюжет,
If you
как
have a
осветить
book
ту или
or
иную
if you
книгу,
have some
как мы можем с вами
script,
связаться,
how
найти вас в
can we
интернете,
contact
или
you
просто
to,
обратиться в
you
университет
know,
жизни.
shoot a video on the script
095.
we create?
Записывайте.
So you may
Записывайте,
find a
потом
contact
продадите
of
тем, кто
Pastor
потом
Natalie
ополнится.
in the office of the church
789
or on the website.
15 94 095 789 15 94. Наконечная Наталья. Спасибо вам.
So my name is
Спасибо,
Natalie
Наталья.
Nakoniechna.
Вы
Thank you very
доказали
much
нам
for your
смысл
attention.
песни,
Thank you,
потому что
Natalie.
нельзя быть
You
на
know,
свете красивой
you
такой.
proved
Вы
that
доказали,
life has a
нельзя быть
sense.
просто красивой, нужно
You
при этом быть
proved that
еще и умной.
beauty is nothing comparing with hard work.
Ну а следующий проект,
And the next
следующий
project,
проект это
The next
тренинги.
project
И я представляю Елену Белову.
is all about
Это
trainings,
руководитель
and
отдела
Helen
тренеров
Belova,
университета жизни.
head of
За 2
department
года
dedicated to
проведено
training
более 300
sessions,
тренингов, и
will present
обучено
this
более 1000
division.
слушателей.
So she trained more
Это
than
сертифицированный
1,000
коуч, региональный
trainees.
тренер проекта
She's a
«Волк» в Украине,
regional
консультант,
trainer
супервизор социальных
and
программ,
consultant
психолог,
and
президент
psychologist
Всеукраинской
and
общественной
president of
организации
all
«Социальное
Ukrainian
взаимодействие».
NGO,
Елена
which is
Белова,
called
еще раз ваши
Social
аплодисменты.
Collaboration. Give her a round of applause.
Я задам вопрос.
Yeah, let me ask a question anyway. This is my
Ну,
business.
вопрос банальный,
A
но он
question
на
is
самом деле,
really
а зачем,
banal and
собственно,
trivial.
нам нужны тренинги?
Why do we need so many
Добрый
trainers?
день всем, и я тоже очень благодарна пастору
I'm
за то,
really,
что он
really,
действительно помог
really
мне,
grateful to Pastor
реализовать
Sunday
свой
that he
потенциал, те
helped me
знания,
to
которые я
realize my
получила за много
potential,
лет.
and I
Я,
have
знаете,
acquired
ощущаю себя
so
действительно тем человеком,
so much
который
knowledge
очень
for these
долго
years as never
Я
before.
в церкви очень давно,
I
да,
have been
знаю
in the church
многих
for many
из вас,
years,
и
and I know
здесь,
many
в
of you.
университете жизни, благодаря пастору, я действительно
But here in
открыла
University
свой
of
потенциал
Life,
на том уровне,
I
на
discovered
котором,
my
может быть,
inner
я не могла
potential
сделать этого раньше.
and
Спасибо вам, пастор, я
realized it.
действительно
I
благодарна
bow
и
before you,
отвечаю на
thank
вопрос,
you. And answering
для
this
чего же нужны наши
question,
тренинги?
let me say
Наши
that
тренинги на
why do
самом
we need
деле
trainers?
приносят изменения в жизни
Trainers
людей.
bring
То есть это
transformation
практические
into
вещи,
lives of people.
которые люди могут
They bring
осуществить на
practical
тренингах,
things
прочитав книги.
to the lives of people after reading the books of
И причем
University of Life.
гармонию во всех
They can
сферах
bring
жизни.
harmony
И наши
to
тренинги, я считаю, что
multiple
это
fields
самое
of life.
важное.
And I
Они
believe
помогают
that
людям принять новые, истинные
these books
ценности.
can help to receive new and real values of life.
Это тренинг, надо идти на него.
Я предлагаю ленивым
Yeah, what about the
обратиться к
lazy
нам, ко
people
мне и к
who
моей
don't like
команде, и
studying?
мы
You know,
поможем
lazy
вам
people, come
создать
on,
вот
come to
такие
me.
чудесные
We will
пособия.
help
Причем
you
вы
to
сможете
create
сами написать
such,
свои тренинги.
you know,
Вы сможете
easy,
участвовать в тренинге для
streamlined
тренеров, но и
textbooks
также мы можем
which,
написать для
you know, will
вас
help
эти
you to
пособия
develop.
под ключ. То есть это тренинг, по которому можно
And,
вот
you know,
это
we will
пособие
also
можно взять.
create training, which
Этот тренинг
will,
можно взять
you
и
know,
полностью
which you will be able to present everywhere you
Нам
wish.
покажем вам сейчас.
So on the screen,
мы сейчас
entrepreneur
создали уже
is the
10
creator of
пособий
his
по
own
книгам. То
future.
есть планируется по каждой книге,
The book
это
is called.
будет цикл
The
тренингов,
next
как
book,
целая
where can
программа.
we
И
receive
вот у
money,
каждой книги
or
есть
where
такое
can we get
предложение.
money
Мы
for our
можем помочь
dream,
вам
and
написать,
what is
и
dream
можем написать за
for?
вас.
So,
Нам ленивым не нравится, когда нас
we
называют
are
ленивыми.
lazy people,
Вы
and lazy people don't like when they are called lazy. So, of course, for busy people, hardworking people, these books are nice, you know, words. But anyway, let us show the names of the books. I'm a man. Am I a personality?
Я бы хотела еще добавить, что
The
на самом деле
bride
создавать
you
тренинги
can
это
envy.
очень просто. И те, кто учились у
So
меня,
the one who studied
возможно,
at
кто
my
учился у меня,
trainings
тренеры, есть здесь, да?
may
Я думаю, что вы
prove that it's
подойдете к
very
ним и
easy to become a
узнаете, что на самом
trainer
деле тренинги университета
because the
жизни это
trainings of
просто,
University of
практично
Life
и
are
профессионально.
easy, practical, and
Спасибо,
professional.
Елена.
Thank you very much, Helen.
Спасибо огромное.
Thank you very much. Let me explain for foreigners in English language. For a year, she trained over 1,000 trainees. Can you imagine that? Who has ever dealt with this area? Wave your hand, please. Who has ever dealt with the trainings? Can you imagine that you can hold maximum 500 trainings per year, but she overdone it. Even I'm really proud of you all. Really, you create so good projects, so good textbooks. Can you show them, please? It's incredible. And so for 2 years, he has certified 300 trainers. So they are professionals now. It's only Embassy of God Church that can create so many
Now,
things.
for foreigners, okay, this is another person that is using trainings, coaching to spread the kingdom of God. So in 2 years, she was able to organize 1,000 trainings. That is amazing. 1,000 is 500 a year. So it's more than once a day. That is amazing. But she's able to do that because she has a team as well. And then they've been able to train 300 coaches and trainers in 2 years. You know, those are the kind of miraculous stuff individual believers could achieve when you release them and empower them. Hallelujah. Give God praise.
Елена Белова. We just thank you so much. And now the next category is the category of working with the daily planners. And we just applaud you for taking a step closer to normal people. So I personally have 4 planners, thus, so I can get production 4 times more. But I want to know, should I get a 5th one? Because I already have 4. Is it enough? And wow, can you handle this? So, hello, dear church. I am in charge of creating these planners. This is the idea of Pastor Sunday, as he entrusted me with. And I'm very thankful, Pastor Sunday, that you would be so kind to trust me with this. And to answer your question, I would argue for you that you should get the 5th planner, because going into a store, you can see many notebooks. Red, black, green, no question. But none of them will offer you the point and the goal for each month. Oh, it's not right. This isn't just, this is a plan, this is not just a normal notebook. But I'm saying, any notebook will give you and offer you any goals for any month. This planner, though, will give you a goal for every month. Not any notebooks from the store will force you to make a decision of the day. But these planners do. It's going to suggest for you a citation of the day. But none of the notebooks in the store will give you advice about what you need to do today in order to be closer to your goal. Wait, I already want to open this. So I can talk a lot about this plan. But I still think that you shouldn't compare this planner with the notebook. You need to compare it with a different planner. Because this isn't just a planner. This is your personal trainer. That is the difference. Because there are no personal trainers.
В этом и специфика.
That is the specific
Это не
difference.
просто вот точно скажу вам в ежедневнике
And I'll
не
tell you that
написано цель месяца.
no daily
Я
no
учусь принимать
planners
и любить свое тело.
have written in
В
here.
ежедневнике не
Tell
написано
goal of the month.
победа
I
дня.
promise to
Сколько
love
побед
myself for my body.
мы на самом деле достигаем и получаем
And
каждый
these are all
день.
achievable
Подвиг
goals.
дня. Какая прелесть. Я принимаю свое тело таким, какое
I accept my body as the
свой
way it
возраст,
is. My age,
свой цвет волос.
my color of
Это,
hair.
безусловно, действительно
And
ваш
yes, it
персональный
is true. It's
тренер
your personal
на
trainer
каждый день
for
для
every
года
day.
пошаговой работы. Но я могу много говорить, я
And I can say
предлагаю
a
вам
lot,
лучше
but
один
I
раз
just recommend
посмотреть
you
о
to look at
действии
it
этого
once.
продукта.
By looking at the screen. Daily planner of a good wife.
Все не так.
It's
Я
not
ему
right.
об одном, он
I tell him one
ни о
thing,
чем.
but he
Он
tells me
не
nothing.
понимает
He
меня.
doesn't understand
Достал.
me. Ugh, I'm so annoyed at him.
Как я устал.
I'm
Сложно в
so
этих
tired.
отношениях.
So tired of these
Больно,
relationships. It's
когда тебя не
painful
понимают.
when you're not understood.
Достало.
Ugh, she annoys me so much.
Я попробую.
Well,
Может, не
maybe I
поздно
should
все
try.
изменить.
Maybe it's not too
Я
late to
хочу
fix everything.
любить.
I really do want to try to. Daily planner of a good wife.
Вы
Opening up
увидите
this planner,
поставленные цели
you will
на
see
каждый месяц
goals
в
for
течение
each
года
month
и
throughout a
задания
year
на каждый день.
and assignments
В
for every day.
ежедневнике
This
подобраны
planner
интересные
has
цитаты великих
interesting
людей,
citations of
которые
great
будут
people
вас
that
вдохновлять.
will inspire
Все
you.
достижения вы внесете на
All your
страницы своих
achievements
побед
you are
в
written, you
конце
write
каждого
in
месяца.
a
Вам будет
page
легко,
of your
просто и
wins
увлекательно
at the
выполнять
end of
предложенные
each
вам
month. It
задания.
to be easy for you
Все
to
уже
complete your
написано для
assignments.
вас.
Everything has been written
Ежедневник
for you.
– это путеводитель для того,
This
чтобы
planner
создать в себе
has been
новые
made in
качества.
order to
Работать с ежедневником
give you new
увлекательно
traits.
и интересно.
It's very
Вы
interesting
легко
to work with
достигнете
this planner,
желаемой цели.
and you will easily achieve your goals.
Супер, супер.
Super, super.
Пастырь, это подарок для вас.
And Pastor, this is a gift for you.
Видео снято
Wow, the
изумительно
video
просто.
was
Все
amazing.
эти видео, которые
All
показываются
these videos
сегодня,
that are
просто
being shown today,
качественные видео.
the quality is
Это
just
ваше
so high.
видео, Наталья?
And is this one of your
Нет, это
videos?
наше видео.
No, this is ours. This is our own department, and we can make our own
Это
videos.
видео, которое мы снимали на протяжении последнего месяца
And we
работы.
have been filming
Мы
it
хотели
for a month
создать
now.
социальную рекламу
We
для
wanted
этого
to create a
персонального
social
тренинга.
advertisement for
Мы
this
хотели
planner.
показать, что
We
если
wanted
ваши
to show
отношения где-то
that
нарушены,
if your
если вы не
relationship
знаете,
is ruined
где
somewhere,
выход,
if you don't know
очень
where
легко.
an exit is, it's very
Беря
easy.
этот персональный
Just
тренер
take
в
this
свои
personal
руки,
trainer
Donc,
into
сейчас
your
мужчины
hands.
уже ревнуемся, мы уже ждем
And
мужской.
us men, we're already jealous because we want one as well.
Персональный тренер.
все уже
waiting for
предложено
one.
для вас. Поэтому,
Everything
если вы
is there for
захотите
you.
приобрести этот
So,
ежедневник,
if
если
you
вы
want
будете
to
видеть в
purchase
соцсетях
this planner,
рекламу, эту рекламу
And if you see
социальную
this
этого
advertisements
персонального
around,
тренера, распространяйте,
please spread it.
перепостуйте, делайте какие-то
Repost it on your
комментарии,
social
позвольте миру
networks.
увидеть этот продукт. Я
Let
благодарю
the
вас,
world
пастор,
see
за
it.
эту работу,
I
за
thank you
доверие,
for
которое вы
this
явили
trust
в
you've
мою
given to
сторону.
us.
Спасибо вам большое.
How many
За год мы
planners are there?
создали 24 вот таких персональных
So in a year we've created 24 types.
Есть персональный
So
тренер,
there's
как
a
стать
planner,
европейцем. Есть
how to become
персональный
Ukrainian,
тренер, где взять
a
деньги на
planner,
свою
how to
мечту,
get
как
money for
сформировать
your
стержень в ребенке, как удачно выйти замуж.
future,
Есть
how to
персональный
discipline your
тренер,
child, how to
ты уже богат. Есть
marry a
персональный
man, the
тренер
right
из
man,
сборника в президенты.
how to
На
become
22
from
книги
janitor to a president.
университета.
On 23 books of University of
И мы
Life, we have
далее
planners.
работаем. Поэтому, если вы
And we
хотите
continue to
создавать
work.
уникальные
So if
продукты,
you want to
обращайтесь
create
ко мне. Спасибо
unique
большое.
products,
Слушайте, вы
please
знали
speak
об
with me.
этом?
Guys, did you know about
Мы ведь
that?
живем рядом, все в одном доме.
We all live in
И мы
one
не
home.
знали, что такое
And we didn't
чудо
know that
22
it's such amazing thing
продукта,
that there are
которые помогут в любой
24
ситуации.
products that will help
Спасибо,
with any
Оксана.
situation. Thank you
Ваши
so much,
аплодисменты,
Oksana.
это вся
Give them a
университет
round of
жизни.
applause. This is all
А
University
я
of
бы
Life.
хотел просто отметить, дорогие мужчины, если
And I
вы
just
все-таки
want to
решитесь
say
подарить
For all
женщинам
men, if you really want to give
ежедневник,
this to them
как
as a
стать
gift,
хорошей женой,
how to
будьте
become a good
очень
wife,
чувствительны
be
и
very
проницательны.
sensitive and sincere about it.
Много книг.
And there are many books.
Вопрос возникает, как
And the
пастор
question
успевает
arises, how does
писать
Pastor Sunday have the
столько
time to
много
write
книг?
so many books?
И на помощь приходит
And here
команда
to the help comes the
редакторов.
team of editors.
Пастор Наталья
Pastor
Коляда.
Natalia Kalida.
Ну и сразу вот вопрос уже озвучил
And right
Александр.
away,
Давайте и
the
с
question
вами
has
сделаем
already
этот
been
шаг к
made.
победе.
Come on,
И
come to the
ответим на
front, don't be
вопрос,
shy.
который
Can you
волнует
answer the
всех. Вот я
question
уверена,
that
что даже если вы не поднимете
worries
сейчас
all of
руку,
us?
вы
Even if
подумаете
you
все
don't
равно.
raise up your
Когда
hand,
читать?
you will
Мы
know.
не успеваем мы
How
так
do you,
как-то жить,
if we
работать.
don't have
Когда
enough
нам
time to
читать
read the
столько
books,
книг?
how can someone have time to
Когда
write them?
читать, а как же пастор успевает их писать? Я думаю, что
I think
если человек понимает,
that if
что
a person
книга
understands
«Университета жизни»
that a
заложены ответы на
University
их
of Life
проблемы,
book has
они будут
answers to the
читать.
questions,
Почему? Потому
they will
что
read them very fast.
ведь каждый человек в проблемах
Because
находится,
every
правда?
person has problems,
Проблемы
right?
каждый день появляются
And
в нашей
they
жизни.
arise every
Вот
day.
каждая книга — это ответ на проблему.
And
Кто-то
each book
живет
is an
в
answer to a
проблеме
problem.
год,
So
два,
somebody
3,
lives with a
4,
problem for a
5,
year,
6,
2, 3, 4,
живет
5
и
years.
продолжает жить. Но если
And they
бы
continue
каждый
living that way.
месяц человек брал бы
But if
книгу и
every
обрабатывал
month
ее,
a man
он бы
took
занимался
a
над
book
собой,
and
то
worked on it,
проблемы бы решались быстрее.
he'd be able to work
И
on
люди
himself and the
становились бы
problems would
счастливее. И
disappear.
для этого мы это
People would be happy.
Но вы же
And
не
this is
хотите
why we're
сказать,
here.
что вы только
You don't want to say that it's only you that works,
Конечно.
right?
Я
Of
хочу,
course not.
пользуясь случаем,
I want to use this
сказать и
opportunity to say
поблагодарить пастора
and
за
thank
то, что
our pastor for
когда он работает над книгами,
that when
он
he works
одновременно
with books,
поднимает простых людей,
he also
никому не
lifts
заметных,
up
которые
normal
где-то
people.
сидят вот там в зале,
People who are just
где-то
sitting in the
находятся у
hall,
себя дома,
who are just at
в другой
home,
стране, может
maybe
быть,
in a
в другом
different country
городе.
or in a different
И
city.
мне бы хотелось сегодня
And I'd like
зачитать
today
имена тех людей,
to honor
которые
those
трудятся
people
над книгами
who are working at the
Университета
books in
жизни.
University of Life.
Пастор
So,
поднимает нас.
Pastor raises
Через
us,
эти
he
книги
lifts
команда
us up.
редакторов —
And
это
through
те
these
люди,
books,
которых поднял пастор.
we have been
Это те
raised.
люди, которые были никем,
These are people
возможно.
who were basically
И,
nobodies.
но благодаря тому,
But
что
thanks
мы
to
редактируем книги
God and
Университета
Him
жизни, мы
helping us like
оставляем
that,
наши имена
we
в
leave our
истории.
names in
Поэтому я хочу
history.
зачитать
So I just want
сегодня
to
имена
read
тех
off
людей,
some of
которые
those
трудятся над
names.
книгами. Можете мне помочь?
Пока вы открываете, я скажу.
So while you're opening,
Когда
let me
ты
just say
редакти-
this.
Вот если вы думаете, у вас ничего
If
не
you think,
получится,
oh, I
те
can't
люди,
do anything,
имена которых вы
those
сейчас
people,
услышите, тоже
those
так
names that
думают.
you're about to
Скажу
hear,
вам больше.
they
Я
thought like you as
редактировала
well.
одну книгу, и вот
And
что я
I
поняла.
edited one
Когда
book.
ты редактируешь
So
книгу,
when you edit one
ты
book,
не просто знаешь эту
you
книгу,
don't
ты
just know this
становишься
book, you
этой
become
книгой.
this book.
Ты в этой книге живешь.
You live in this
А
book.
представьте, пожить в 2-3 книгах.
And you know how cool it is to live in more
Потрясающая
than one
работа
book?
на самом деле. И
And it's
я
a
хочу,
great
как
job
раз
done.
сейчас я буду зачитывать имена людей.
And I'll be
Это
reading
люди,
some
которые
names.
сидят рядом с вами
And these
в
people,
этом
they're
зале
sitting next to you in
сегодня.
this
Я хочу,
hall.
чтобы, услышав свое
And
имя,
I
вы
want,
поднялись
if you
и стояли,
hear your name, you could
и мы
just
будем
stand up
приветствовать и благодарить и аплодировать
and we
этим
will
людям.
just give
Итак,
them a round of applause.
Урусикова Ирина,
So Irina Irusikova,
Головко Оксана,
Oksana Головко,
Сагни Елена,
Елена Stavsny,
Богдан Лилия,
Bogdan Lulia,
Зямулька Елена,
Елена Завулка,
Анастасия,
Анастасия Завулка,
Замира,
Замира,
Еременко Светлана,
Светлана Замеренко,
Екатерина,
Екатерина,
Кириченко Галина,
Галина Кириченко,
Быкова Ольга,
Ольга Быкова,
Сушко Татьяна,
Татьяна
Самрук
Шишко,
Наталья, Бондар
Наталья Самрук,
Елена,
Елена Бондар,
Иванюта Александр,
Александр
Лебедева
Иванюта,
Людмила, Кованева Кристина,
Кристина Кованя,
Костина Елена, Плетнева Мария, Астахов Алексей, Щегрин Татьяна,
Татьяна Щегрин,
Завитаева Надежда,
Надежда,
Белозир Анна, Игнатьева Оксана,
Оксана,
Воробьева Александра,
Александра,
Коробниченко Ирина,
Ирина,
Коробниченко Юлия,
Юлия,
Садридинова Умеда,
Тумеда,
Котельникова Алена,
Алена,
Шипаяш Светлана,
Светлана,
Шумовский Ярослав.
Yaroslav.
Давайте поаплодируем,
Let us give them a big round of applause and thank them for all their hard work. All these books that you saw on the screen today in different spheres of life. These guys have worked super hard on these material.
Они возложены сегодня, чтобы мы могли их читать.
And these books are here so that we can read them.
Спасибо, пастор, что
Thank you,
вы
Pastor
делаете нас
Sunday,
творцами истории.
for
Вы
making us a part of
своими
history.
успехами, своей славой,
Thank
своей
you for
информацией
sharing your
с нами,
success
своими
with us
знаниями. И когда
and
мы
your
работаем над
knowledge.
этими
And
книгами,
when we're
наша
working on
жизнь
these books,
меняется.
our lives are
Мы становимся
changed.
личностями.
We become
Ценности
personalities.
Царства Божьего, они просто
And the
оседают в
values
наших
of God,
сердцах и в наших
they're just
жизнях.
planted
Это
into
реально
our
сильно,
seeds
поэтому
and hearts.
я приглашаю всех тех людей, которые
So I want to
хотели бы
invite those
присоединиться к
people
нашей
who would want
команде,
to join our team.
присоединяться к нам. Вы можете нас
You
находить
can
каждый день во
find
время
us every
годовщины
day
здесь.
during the anniversary.
Невероятно.
Спасибо.
That's
То есть, если вы не
incredible.
любите читать
So if you
книгу,
don't
но
like to
понимаете,
read
что вам
books, but
всё-таки
understand that
нужно
you still
прочесть,
need
просто
to read these books,
становитесь
just
редактором,
become part of the
будете
editing
вынуждены
team,
сами стать
and you'll be
книгой.
forced to read them.
Спасибо вам за такие мудрые
Thank you for
советы.
such a wise advice. And this is for the English speakers now.
Russian, the last two people who presented, this very last one is the team of redactors, people that editors, we call them editors, people who help me edit my books. So that they work on them because I don't have all the time. So sit down because I have 5 books coming out every month. So I have a team of people that help me with the editing, and that is that team. But the other one before then, the lady with the film, is another team of people writing what we call personal trainers, like personal guide. Like is you be able to walk notebook, but that you make you to work on yourself. Just notebooks that help you to work on your character and for you to develop the necessary virtues in life. Yep.
Целая команда трудится над тем, чтобы
A full
писать
team
эти
works on
книги.
writing these
И
books.
возникает следующий вопрос: как же эти
And
книги расходятся по всему миру?
this
И я хочу пригласить
brings up the
следующего
next question.
руководителя
How
отдела
did these books created
«Книга в каждый
and spread throughout the
дом».
whole world?
Алла Фурман.
And this is the next
Простите, я
project.
не могу не вспомнить
And
фильм.
it is
Помните, был
our
такой «Приключения И»,
Department of
«Операция
the
И»,
Libraries.
«Приключения». Там был такой человек,
And
которому
remember, there was
говорили,
a
«Тебя зовут
story we
Я».
watched,
Там следующее
the video we watched this
А
morning.
это будете делать? Я. Вот это такой человек. Это
This is the
что-то,
type of
что-то
person
кому-то
who,
падает, она бежит,
whenever there is
поднимает.
something to
Что-то
do,
кому-то
they
нужно
always
помочь,
want to help.
Это человек все во
This
всем.
person knows how to do
Вам
everything.
слово.
Alла,
Проект библиотек. Алла
You are in
Фурман. Ваши
charge of the
аплодисменты.
department of the library, or the movement, University of Life book in each home. We're making this step forward with you.
Алла, вопрос тогда.
So, I have a question.
Сколько же уже есть представительств?
How many representatives there are there
Они есть?
of
О, видите,
of libraries?
человек, Украина, мир, ну, наверное, мир.
So
11
they are in 11 countries.
А всего
Wow.
представительств
What about representatives?
без 15
Я
штук.
посчитала.
Maybe plus or minus 15, about 400.
385
So I'd say 385 representatives of University of Life in this department.
и читают.
People come and read these books. And there are 3,000 libraries at home.
Домашние. Ваши аплодисменты.
Your applause.
Если у меня есть книга
So if I have a book of University of Life, am I already a library?
то есть я так понимаю, что вы придете к
So
нам
you
в
can come
любом
to me
случае. То есть
at
это
any
не
moment. So I can't run away from this. No, this is your personal library, but if you want to be part of us, you can be part of it.
прочитав книгу,
So
вы можете
after a
автоматически
book has been
становиться
read,
библиотекой и
you can
делиться дальше эту книгу. Кроме того, я
be
знаю,
a
что
library right away and
библиотеки
share it with other
цена
people.
немножко другая, чем
And I
потребительская,
think
да?
the price is different.
Все тайны,
Oh,
я
stop
рассказала
saying all the
всю эту
secrets
тайну, которую
of
вам
our
все
library.
закрыли к сведению.
Всего библиотек получается тогда.
So how many libraries are there over? Over 400,000? So there are some libraries that are the classic ones, but altogether, let's see, 3,885.
Потрясающе. Дайте им
So, wow, that's amazing. So, 3,380.
А я думала, вы нам еще что-то расскажете.
And I thought you were going to tell us something else. Oh, it's just because we already talked about it in the first service. If you read books, if you want to open up a library, if you have any new ideas, please join us. And we would want to open up an organization where we can help more. And if you are very interested, please join us. And we cannot just only read these books, but we can also be helpful with them. Wow, that's amazing. Imagine 3,400 libraries all over Ukraine and the whole world. Over 3,000 libraries. Imagine that basically every street can have a library, then every home. 3,800. We're going to change Ukraine, whether Ukraine wants it or not.
Александр, я хотела вас спросить, ну, видели здесь тренинг, и...
Елена, что с вашей речью?
Oh, are you okay?
Просто так говорю.
Well, nothing. I'm just speaking
Но
such a
можно
way.
говорить красиво.
But I can speak
Сколько из нас
much
имеют
better.
дефекты речи или
How many
порой не
of
могут
us have
правильно выразить мысли? Потому что мы не
defective
умные.
speech
А потому что, выходя
or
на
just
сцену,
can't
мы
say what we
напрочь
want,
забываем, что хотели
or we
сказать,
just have
как
stage
правильно
fright?
сделать.
Кому знакома такая
Who
ситуация?
knows this type of situation?
Смелее, смелее.
Come on, be brave. I know it's more than a few of you.
Поэтому
There are a
я
lot
хочу
of
дать
us.
слово сейчас
So I just want to give a word right now
Александру
to
Григорьеву.
Alexander Grigoriev.
актер театра и
He is
кино,
an actor,
режиссер,
he's a
президент
director,
благотворительного фонда «Светлое мистецтво»,
and he's also
тренер,
part of our
консультант
church,
по
a
ораторскому
trainer, a
искусству
consultant,
и эксперт в
and an
сфере
expert
публичных выступлений.
in the
Александр
sphere of
Григорьев,
public speaking.
вам слово.
So you get the floor now.
Марк Туллий Цицерон однажды сказал:
Mark
«Не знаю
Cicerone
ничего
once said,
прекраснее, чем
I know nothing
умение
better
свою
than the
слово
ability
приковывать себе толпу
with
слушателей,
the word, with your mouth to attract a whole crowd,
направлять их волю
to
куда
influence them
хочешь
and
и
influence
откуда
their will
хочешь».
from where you want to
Мы
go.
умеем красиво мыслить,
We have the power to think well,
красиво
but we
говорить.
don't always have the power to speak
Как
well.
порой трудно высказать свою мысль
How hard it
или
is to say
содержание книги.
one's thought or what is written in a
Это
book.
основной навык для достижения успеха. Каждый
Each
человек, стремящийся
person
к успеху,
strives
приходит
for success,
к заключению
and it all
обучаться
comes to a
ораторскому
conclusion
искусству.
when it
Хотя
comes to
побеждают не лучшие
being
идеи,
able to speak orally.
побеждают лучшие ораторы.
It's not the better people who win, but the better speakers who win. So learning how to speak well should be a goal of each person. Because if we want to be successful in this life, you should prepare for this. Each training at the University of Life includes a course on public speaking. So if you are not very sure of your ability to speak on stage in front of people, please, you're very welcome. And my contacts, they can be found at the office.
2907. Александр Григорьев. Еще раз, 093 691 2907.
Теперь вы понимаете, как ему удалось уговорить меня с ним вместе.
And now you understand how he was able to persuade me to marry me. He has such an interesting speech, I just wanted to always listen to him. Well, well, it's not time. It's time for humor and laughing. Because without humor and laughing, life would be very dull. So the head of this, Oksana Golovko.
Добрый день.
Good afternoon.
Сегодня с вами в студии
Today
Оксана Головко.
I am here,
Что
Oksana Golovko.
происходило за все время
What
создания
happened all these
университета
days
жизни?
before University of Life?
Какие стратегии разработаны
What
в этом
strategies
проекте?
were made
Кто
by the University of
стоит
Life?
за этим
Who
проектом?
stands here
Всё это
in
вы
front of the University of Life?
услышите из
You
новостей
will
университета жизни.
hear all about this from the news in University of Life.
Специалисты-разработчики создавали проект университета
2 years
жизни.
ago, University of Life was born. Some people came, some people left, but there were those who worked silently
Нашего наставника, пастыря Сандея Аделаджа.
under the tutelage of our boss, Pastor Sunday.
Можете подумать вы, глядя на людей редакторов книг.
You could look at the editors and say, wow, they're so normal.
Это не тайное
And this
общество,
is the open
это
society.
не
It's not hidden.
особенные и
They're not
гениальные
special or geniuses.
люди. Те, кто приняли
There are those who
решение
took the
создавать
decision
историю
to
сегодня.
create history
И вы можете
in
видеть
themselves.
вокруг себя
And you can see them
и
all
не
around
знать,
you.
что эти
And not
люди
knowing
создают
that
свою
they are
гениальность
creating
каждый день.
their genius
Сообщество
every day.
редакторов собирается через вторник. А вот для чего?
Every other
Это вы
Tuesday,
узнаете, когда
the
посетите их
editors
мероприятие.
team meets.
Великие идеи рождаются не только в
And great
Силиконовой
ideas
долине.
are made not only in the Silicon Valley,
Верить в светлое будущее.
they're made
И
with
создают
great
его
enthusiasts
Их
who
встречи не
are ready
тайные
to
ото
take
всех
risks.
желающих. Собираются они через среду. Если вы еще не с нами, тогда
If you are
мы
not
идем
with us
к
yet,
вам.
we will
Рабочая
come to
встреча
you.
Университет жизни
University
по
of Life
средам на
workers
15:00.
At 3 o'clock every Wednesday they meet.
Так кричал мальчик с соседней
My
улицы.
idea
Но
disappeared.
пришли
That's what the
они.
little kid yelled from
Люди
across the
в
street.
красивых одеждах
But then people
и
in
изменили его мир.
dressed
Если вы
very
в
nicely
поиске
came to him
ресурсов,
and changed his
тогда
world.
тренерский
If you are
состав
in need of
университета
resources,
жизни. Их
then
вы можете узнать
the University
через
of Life will be able to help you with that.
приятно
It can be
звучащий
found through
голос.
smiles and a
Каждый
comforting
день в
voice.
перерывах вы сможете
Every
посетить
day
их мастер-классы
during
в
the
социальном
breaks of the
городке.
anniversary, you can see them in the social hub. You're being called in the door, and they're smiling. They're offering you something.
Но вы с учащенным
But
сердцебиением думаете,
you're
открыть
thinking with a stubborn heart
или не открыть.
to open or
Если
not
в
to
глазок
open.
вашей двери вы увидите милую улыбающуюся
And
женщину
in the
Аллу
people
Фурман,
you see a
смело
kind door,
открывайте дверь.
Alla Furman, and you open the door.
Фурман со своими
Alla
библиотеками
Furman with her
добралась
libraries
до
was
вас.
able to reach you.
Непонятные коды создали в университете жизни. Они их называют МММ. Ой.
And there are some unknown codes that have been shown
SMM. Это маркетинг в
in the house.
социальных сетях.
SMN,
Знаете,
which
как
are
стать популярным и
able
узнаваемым?
in
Но
social
очень
networks
хотите?
to repost. If you don't know how to become popular in the
Простите, по фамилии Коронис. Или же
popular
ее
in the
помощник
social sphere,
Иуду
I tell you to
Диму
find
Кованеву.
a person with the last name Coronis, and they will help you how to become popular very quickly.
Проходя по коридору во время перерыва, не перепутайте социальный городок со столовой. Предлагаю вам оставаться
In the place where the cafeteria is, you can also be in our social hub, where you can find out many things about all the projects of our church. So we will see you soon, University of Life.
Университет жизни дает
University of
ответы
Life
на множество
gives
проблем.
answers to
Они
many
есть у
problems,
каждого человека,
and they exist with everyone
притом каждый день.
and every day.
Проблемы у каждого человека
Problems
и каждый день.
Every
Университет жизни
day
учит
people have
преодолевать и
problems.
побеждать, превращать проблемы в возможности. Жизнь — это борьба.
Because life is a battle, and we are made, and we are called to be winners in it.
За стеной
There,
моя победа.
behind the wall,
За
is my
толстой
victory.
каменной стеной.
behind that
Нет,
thick
нет, Боже,
slab of
света
concrete,
закрыла
where
всё
where
своей
no
спиной.
light comes
Стена
through,
неоспоримых фактов. Стена
the
каких нельзя
wall
и нет.
of facts,
Бездушных
the wall of
капитализаций.
no. of the wall, come back tomorrow. There are no more victories today. And my hope cried because of the gray walls that wouldn't let me through. And he brought bright from heaven through thunder, and he says, your victory is right there, right behind the wall. It is there. And that helped my hope. And through my hope came faith. And through my faith, God's wings came. And the wall that was there crumbled to dust. I'm not scared anymore of iron logic. Nothing can steal me anymore. My dreams cannot be broken. But all who come to me with fear say, I stand strong and I hold it in my own arms. I will believe until I get my success.
Этот свет большого зала передо мной, но столько лет стена стояла.
That wall stood there for so many years, and I wondered, how long could it be there? And I kept on pushing as far as my strength allowed it. But the wall still remained. And I have to conquer it. And I was able to defeat it. And I will be able to while you're all with me. With me. My wall is made from hard material and not smoke. I don't need your lives. Again, the wall remains there. I have to conquer it. I will be able to defeat it. As long as you are all with me. And where's the wall now? It's not there anymore. And I'm able to come here on stage and I shout, build me a wall. I can conquer anything now. And once again, the wall stands. And and I have to conquer. And I will defeat this wall as long as you're all with me. As long as my God is with me.
Bravo, молодец.
Wow, that was amazing. Good job.
Невероятные таланты в университете жизни. Наталья Коляда.
That is one of the
Наталья
many
Коляда,
talents that
Стена,
are in our
руководитель
church. That was
отдела
Natalia
редакторов.
Kolyada, who is in charge of the Department
Вы
of
знаете,
Editing.
кто такой Лев Толстой?
Do you know who
Это один
Lev Tolstoy is?
очень
He is
обиженный алкоголик, которого никто не понял. Он
He's a
сидел
pretty
возле
big
мусорника и
alcoholic
говорил:
who would
«Здравствуй, я
stand
хотел
near
написать
the
книгу «Война и мир». Сказали: «Война никому не
near the
интересна».
trash cans and say,
Ничего
I
не
wanted to write
написал.
this book called War and Peace.
Он
But he was told that
И потому
nobody
мы
likes to hear
знаем.
about war and nobody
Мы
believes
знаем
in peace.
людей из
But he
тех
still wrote
книг,
this book.
которые
And we
они
know
оставили.
characters
И, может быть,
from the book that
кто-то
were
из
left.
вас сегодня
And maybe some
имеет
of you
историю, которая
have a story
потрясет умы человечества.
that will
Но вы,
shake mankind.
косноязычны. Но Моисей был тоже косноязычен. Он
And
нашел
maybe you're
того,
scared
кто
of
умеет, и
speaking
изложил
like
свои
Moses,
мысли. И
but
нашел того,
Moses
кто
was able
выразил
to find
его
Aaron who would be able
историю,
to
его мысли,
say what he
его
thought.
поручения. Пастор сказал, что не уйдет
Pastor
с
Sunday
земли,
said
пока
that
не
he will
оставит
not
этому миру 1000 книг.
leave this earth until he will leave
Книга
the
последняя,
earth with
которая
1,000 books.
написана,
And the
называется
latest book that he
«Почему
written,
я
that he wrote,
должен
is called
написать книгу?»
Why
Расскажите.
Should I Write a Book? Tell me about
Я
it.
должен выйти, да?
Да.
Oh, you want me to come out? Okay,
Пастор Sunday,
I'm ready.
Adelaja.
Pastor Sunday,
Приветствуем, друзья!
please welcome him.
Зачинщик этой и прочих историй.
Wow, а чего доллар у вас гуляют здесь?
Доллары.
Это лежат деньги.
The start of these people, the start of this success.
Или они никому не нужны?
Does nobody need all this
Разбросал тут
fake money
Роман,
that
который играл
Roman,
с нами в игры.
who played this game with us? Wow, by $100. You must be really rich.
Почему я пишу книги?
So, why do I write books?
Вам необходимо написать свою.
Or, why do you have to write your own book? This is the very latest book. You may be seated.
Вы вопрос уже сами
So,
задали.
Okay?
you already asked the question yourself. Alright, so why am I writing this? Why do I write books?
Каждая глава здесь.
So each chapter, it explains why.
И есть эта книга.
And
Елена нам поможет.
maybe Yelena will help to read the chapters and I will explain.
Первая глава.
So chapter 1.
Когда вы пишете книги,
When you write books, do we have another book? Oh, it will be brought soon. Isn't that it right there?
да, только первая.
Yes, it is.
Заглавие. Третья страница.
We're going to read the forward,
Первая.
the table of contents.
Закристаллизуйте свою страсть.
Crystallize your passion. Do you have a passion for something?
Запечатляет эту
A
страсть.
book, it will keep this passion with you forever.
У нас были страсти.
And many of us had passions, but it's been ruined already. We've forgotten about it.
Дошли до такого.
Some people have gotten to the point where they don't even have any passion left, because they never wrote it.
Следующее.
Right, next.
Вот почему я пишу книгу.
That's why I write a book. Each one's in my book hold one of my passions.
Следующее.
Next.
Пересекайте континенты и эпохи.
Благодаря моим книгам я живу
Cross over continents and eras. Because of this, I don't live in one lifetime.
на века.
I live for centuries to come.
Перехожу
I cross
не только
over
этот эпоху,
not only this era that I live in,
но благодаря книге
but thanks to
во многих
him,
других
thanks to these
эпохах.
books, I'll be able to live through my books in other areas. Not
Мои
just
книги английские, я потом
Ukraine though, but other
они во все страны.
continents as
Я
well.
жив в Украине.
And look at all these foreigners that are here.
Жить во многих
They're able to read my
во многих
books
континентах,
and come to Ukraine, even though I haven't left Ukraine in a couple of years.
одновременно.
So it helps me to cross over continents and eras.
Оставайтесь там, где вы не можете оставаться.
Remain where you can't. Oh, you'll be able to remain where your physical body won't remain. So, for example, if I have a book in Los Angeles, my spirit will still be there even if my physical body is here. Thanks to this book, I can be everywhere. So all of you will be going back to your home cities on Monday, and you'll be taking a part of me with you. Because I can be here and there at the same time. Weave yourself through the book. By these books, I become unforgettable. I'm an unforgettable person because I left myself on this earth through these books.
Инвестируйте себя единожды через книги.
You know, we can invest money, we can invest time. I think the best investment is to write a book. Because if I invest money, I can lose it. If I invest time, time runs out. But if I invest myself in a book, it will bring dividends, even if I won't be here.
Экономьте время через книгу.
You can economize money through it, money and time through it. So, because I write a book, I don't have to retell everyone the same solution to a problem. I've written it once, and now everybody can get it. So I don't have to repeat all my... And even this, I don't have to answer this question anymore, because I wrote a book about it. Create your own time capsule. So what is a capsule? It is something that you take but has something inside of it. So when you take in a capsule like a pill, it has something inside of it. So the outer edge, it dissolves, but what's inside is the important thing. So this knowledge that people take, they swallow it, but the knowledge and important part remains inside of them. Create your own system of values. Every person has their own values. Coca-Cola has their own values. McDonald's has their own set of values. My books are my values. Because I write what I actually believe in through these books. Become creators of a new mentality. Thanks to these books, I create new people, new modern people. So I write a book in order to create a new nation. And I formulate new mindsets of people. So before you came to Embassy of God, you were one type of people. You drank, you smoked, you took drugs. But now when you came here, and talked to me, you have changed. Now you don't have to come to me. You can just read these books and you will be changed. Even if they have never seen me, it's amazing. Change the traditions of old. Because of this, you could say, I hated my mom, but now I have this book. Now I came home, I asked for forgiveness, and now we're just happy. She never saw me, but my book, it helped me change the tradition of their lives. And that is how it always is. And it will affect every other country. Bring positive changes into someone else's life. Positive changes. Who has ever read a book and that you just felt very good after it? Have you ever had that? At this time, maybe I was just at home sleeping. So I can make people feel good without having to stand up. Get friends outside of your comfort zone. Every day I receive letters from people I don't know. Thankfully, they read my book and they thank me.
Станьте бессмертным.
Become immortal. Thanks to these books, I will never die. Why? Because I didn't just leave one book. I plan on leaving 1,000 books. I'll be the first person on this earth to write 1,000 books. And you know, I'll speak about my goals later.
Увеличьте свое влияние.
You can increase your sphere of influence. Of course, this has influence. And all these 1,000 books, they will go in 1,000 different directions. 1,000 books. Every month they'll be able to affect me. Because every month I get maybe 2 or 3, and if it's a good month, 4 books. But when there'll be thousands, it'll be like 1,000 every month. Change someone's life in one day. So even if a man reads just one chapter, his life will be changed.
Благодаря книге я могу стать современником всех, кто читает эти книги. Либо которые меня знают или не знают, либо которые живут в мое время, или когда меня уже не будет. Допустим, Льва Толстого говорили...
Be someone who lives in all eras. Because even though Lva Tolstoy died so many years ago, he is still being talked about today. That makes him a man of this era.
Share your mistakes, troubles, and hardships. You know, life is all about failures and success, and all of us will have both. But the main thing is what you are doing with your mistakes. Will you convert your mistakes to your lesson and the lesson for other people around? Therefore, there are many victories, but also there are many mistakes which are very valuable for the whole humankind. Help someone to start doing something. You know, thanks to these books, someone starts doing something. Open and reveal God for yourself. You know, thanks to these books, many people receive Jesus. And then open up the heaven. Open new horizons, knowledge, and experiences. Do books give all that? I'm sure they do. Help many other people to work on themselves. Do you think books help to work on your character? Of course they do. Share your wisdom and comprehension of deep things. Do you acquire wisdom through books? Of course you do. Does a book inspire? Of course it does. Please share your failures and successes. It somehow repeats the previous chapter, and you know, your mistakes help others not to repeat your mistakes. Amen. Multiply dialogue with all generations, cultures, and races. I have my books translated to English, German, French, and other many languages, and I'm just sitting here in Ukraine. Anyway, I have a dialogue with Japanese, German, French people, Americans, whatever, just because I've written these books. Be quiet. Be quiet. So, just this is the name of the chapter, yeah, because when you have the books with answers, you can have peace in your life. You don't need to worry. Just buy the book and you will get the peace. Become a revolutionary. Thanks to these books, you can transform countries, continents. People who transformed countries and history, they all read a lot of books and created them. There are many, series of books, like a set of books which you may create from one book. Create your signal. You can become a brand yourself thanks to your books. You can also air your views through your books. And then many people can quote you through your books. This is why I write my books. There are 40 chapters why I write books and why you need to write your own book. Give a round of applause, please. Have I answered your questions? Yes, thank you, Pastor.